and Abuse Act. But now it's time to dive deeper into Tier 3, where things actually start to blow up, like NASA's Mars Climate Orbiter in 1999, which torched $125 million in taxpayer money when it burned up entering the atmosphere of Mars. And that happened because one software team used imperial units, pound force, while the other team used metric units, Newton seconds. And that's kind of a big issue when it comes to space travel, especially when just a few years ago in 1996, bad software caused the Ariane 5 rocket to explode. Exactly 37 seconds after liftoff, a software bug in the inertial reference system led to a critical data conversion error, where a 64-bit floating point number was incorrectly converted to a 16-bit integer. This made the rocket think it was 90 degrees off course, and when it went to correct at high velocity, it went boom. Luckily, there was nobody on board, but in 2010, the Toyota Prius put a bunch of people in danger due to a bug in its anti-lock braking system, which would cause momentary delays in braking under certain conditions, like on icy roads or potholes.
There's something wrong with the brakes.
The computer created a 0.4-second delay, switching from regenerative braking to friction braking, and this resulted in a recall of 400,000 vehicles, which was a beautiful thing because it meant there weren't as many Prius drivers driving slow in the fast lane. That was a big mistake made by low-level systems engineers, but front-end developers screw things up too, like the 2020 Citibank bad UI disaster. Citibank was intending to make an interest payment of $8 million, however, due to a poorly designed UI, they accidentally transferred the full loan amount of approximately $900 million. The software had a confusing 3-screen process for payments, and the interface made it appear as though checking certain boxes would ensure only interest was paid, but in reality it did the opposite. Now, after Citibank accidentally paid back this money, they asked the lenders if they could have it back, and they were like, nah bro. So Citibank took them to court, but the court ruled in favor of the lenders and let them keep the $900 million that Citibank accidentally transferred due to the bad UI. That's pretty bad, but this tier wouldn't be complete if we didn't talk about the Y2K bug. In the early days of programming, no one thought the world would still be around by the year 2000, so they typically used only 2 digits to represent years. As the year 2000 approached, people realized this and began to panic that computers would interpret 00 as the year 1900 instead of 2000. What's funny about Y2K is that this issue never caused any widespread disasters, but the media hysteria around it led to billions of dollars being spent in preparation for the end of the world. But now it's time to ratchet up the pressure in Tier 4, which includes critical bugs that caused widespread damage around the world, like the Night Capital money burn speedrun. This company used algorithms to perform trades in the stock market. However, the developers accidentally used a variable name linked to an outdated testing algorithm called PowerPeg, which had been inactive since 2003. This algorithm was designed to manipulate virtual markets by buying high and selling low. Now, if you don't know much about investing, usually you want to buy low and then sell high. That's not financial advice though. When they pushed to prod, the algorithm went haywire and started flooding the New York Stock Exchange with incorrect trades. 4 million trades in just 45 minutes to be exact. Night Capital lost $440 million in a single day and wiped out 75% of investors' equity. But a far scarier bug is Heartbleed of 2014, which was a vulnerability in OpenSSL, a library that's supposed to make internet communication secure, which was caused by a simple coding oversight, a missing bounds check in the implementation of the Transport Layer Security or TSL heartbeat extension. Normally, when a client sends a heartbeat request, it includes a payload and expects the server to reply with the same payload. However, due to improper input validation, an attacker could send a malicious heartbeat request that appeared legitimate, and this allowed attackers to repeatedly request memory contents from the server, potentially gaining access to highly confidential data without any way to be detected. And that's unimaginably bad because 2/3 of the internet servers were vulnerable. Now, we already talked about Toyota's braking problem, but they also implemented an acceleration problem, where your car would magically speed up uncontrollably and try to kill you. It led to 6,200 complaints, 52 injuries, and 89 deaths. This one could have gone in Tier 5, but it was a multitude of issues that caused the problem, not just the software. But the investigation revealed that a software bug in the electronic throttle control system was partly to blame. Apparently, the code had terrible error handling logic and lacked redundancy, and the code was structured in a way to allow multiple failure points, which could cascade through the entire system. And that's not good when that software is in control of your...
That's not good. That's why you don't get a license, chat.
Dude, kind of sounds like Chaco in real life, no? You're fucking dead. No! Bad play! Yo, what the fuck are you doing? I'm fucking dead. Ah, fuck you, I'm okay. God damn it! Okay, I had ult in 1 second, mate. 1 second. Whenever I see Peble, he's dead. G! Flash ult! Flash ult! Press the best! Scream! W! Oh, that one more! Oh my god! I got cringe! Boo! Flash abuser! Pathetic! Pathetic! Dude, you're on some fucking shit! Fuck! God damn it! It's good though, we're winning on that, chat! Why is no one farming, by the way? What the fuck is this gameplay? I'm pushing top, chat.
How is it 53 versus 36 kills?
You're just gonna realize that you are better than your team, okay? Chat, we gotta abuse. Wait. Chat. Is someone gonna come here? I'm gonna fucking... Wall! Shit.
He's ignited! Oh, you guys are so disgusting.
It's close!
Wait, this isn't Riot's official. This isn't Riot's official voice chat.
I want his leg.
No.
You can hear me, go to Baron!
Spear shot, let's fucking go! Spear shot to the goat! Let's fucking go! That's my goat right there! Oh look, Peble's dead again. What a fucking surprise. What a fucking surprise.
I'm buying Sonya. I'm gonna buy Sonya. I'll buy Sonya right now.
You're not buying it.
I'm gonna buy Sonya.
You're not buying Sonya's, mate. No, you're not buying Sonya's, mate. You're not.
I'm gonna buy Sonya.
You're not. Spear shot!
If I have more deaths than you by the end of the game, I'll give you 20 subs.
Big.